Пиздос. Нужно превьюшку поменять. Точнее, нужно сначала ее сделать, блять.
Ведь меня неумолимо звал из низов. Малолеток задавило лес из низов. Гримит 808 лес из низов. Чтобы поесть как паразит мед из всех сот. Не для того я 10 лет пил из всех сок. Чтоб тормозить на полумерах, не успев в срок. Во мне столько сил, что бег вперед мой гол. Ты говорил, что я лох, но прошел год.
И ты так и не встал.
На свои две
Я иду через дерьмо.
на своих двух.
Я слышал, что ты лев.
Из своих уст
Я говорил, что я трус.
и был в углу.
А, ты
Но все наоборот.
Понял
Сори,
И ты так и не встал.
на свои две
А я шел через дерьмо.
на своих двух.
И пока на них стою.
Я в игре. Да, я первоклассный лжец. Не пытайся, друг, забудь. Хочешь меня обмануть?
извиняюсь, я долбоёб на скачку поставил что-то там.
С таким не оксом, сукой, выйдешь поутру. Я решил залечь на дно, там оказался мастодон. Иногда только одно объясняет, что ты аргон. Сам не желая того, давал костыль и сапог. Не обременен слугой, и это была любовь. Помни, летят камни в дом тебе. Капли, волны, пыль, ком, рывком. Окна к ним, прыг, скок. Ты мигом в коконы. Может еще броя не против бы, но там исход один. Каждый день напропалую в глазах людей. Постоянно не доверие, по крайней мере. Хватило сил не лезть, сомнительные мышеловки. И все равно некогда мне висеть неподвижным, как мезертим. Сотрясая вам воздух здесь, ведь неумолимо спал из низов. Малолеток задавило лес из низов. Гремит 808 лес из низов. Чтобы поесть как паразит мед из всех сот. Не для того я 10 лет пил из всех сок. Чтоб тормозить на полумерах, не успев срок. Во мне столько сил, что бег вперед мой гол. Ты говорил, что я лох, но прошел год. И ты так и не встал на свои две. Я иду через дерьмо на своих двух. Я слышал, что ты лев из твоих уст. Я говорил, что я трус и был в углу. Но все наоборот, понял к утру. Ведь ты так и не встал на свои две. А я шел через дерьмо.
Бля, у меня просто он не завязан с Epic Games, я не хочу устанавливать его. Поэтому проблеме скажу.
Я иду через дерьмо на своих двух. Я слышал, что ты лев из твоих уст. Я говорил, что я трус и был в углу. Но все наоборот, понял к утру. Ведь ты так и не встал на свои две. А я шел через дерьмо на своих двух. И пока на них стою, я в игре.
Каплей тоже поменяю. Блин, мне кажется, вот, что ВК Play по своим, так сказать, по какой-либо рекламе стримеров, или как это называется. Короче, блять, максимально там сложно найти кого-либо, потому что у меня вот как было 3 человека, притом это вроде как, ну, мои подписчики, и типа, все, ничего не прибавляется и даже никто не заходит. Просто, видимо, даже не найти никого. Это пиздец. Так, все, на ютубе все нормально. Так, название игры. А еще надо Геншин обновить,
Салам, пупсик. Хорошего стрима меньше, чем 3.
Спасибо, Данечка, спасибо. Мне приятно. Надо свет включить. А то я, блядь, темный. Спасибо, Данечка, спасибо. Ой, топ-донатер. Я, кстати, посмотрел. Там, оказывается, можно прошлые донаты перенести сюда. Но я хуй знает, стоит ли так делать или нет. Просто прикол же еще в том, что я скатился нахуй, и сейчас меня вообще никто не смотрит. Поэтому я не знаю, есть ли смысл возвращать на экран донаты тех, кто не заходит. Кто его знает. Коллекцию. Я, короче, Геншин скачан, но так как он был скачан до того, как я скачал Epic Games на этот комп, он не показывается в Epic Games. Я не знаю почему. И как вот это сделать, блядь. Мне нужно Геншин обновить. Разве музыка громкая? А ты на минималке слушаешь или как? Типа она громче меня или что?
Позитивная мотивация.
Что? Просто для меня наоборот даже тихо. Вот как вот эту залупу пофиксить? Блядь.
Я предлагал говорить по душам, твои проблемы себя погружал. Думал, жизнь это странный журнал, и чё статья никому не нужна. Сбился счёта.
Я себя погромче наоборот сделал, я не знаю почему.
Уже так похож, где уже слышал. Закрой свою пасть, как могла низко ты пасть. Ревность меняя на страсть, веру любую ставь. Бог с тобой, детка, но Бог со мной нет других рук у него, кроме наших. Твоими я предан, своими отрезал тот груз, что мешал идти дальше.
Так заебись или нет?
Это не то, что хотелось бы сказать, но я курю цветы, это мой такой азарт. Эй, бэйби, посмотри, что ты значишь для меня, но пустота внутри.
Я просто на самом деле хотел бы громкость увеличить в целом. Не только там музыки или себя, а в целом, потому что даже если на самом максимум на ютубе выкручиваешь, то меня не особо громко слышно. Мне это не заходит.
Я иду через дерьмо на свои.
Салам, пупсик. Хорошего стрима меньше, чем 3.
Вот типа это не громко. А нужно, чтобы прям оглушало нахуй.
Кому вообще в тебе, детка, только есть надобность. Тебе не чувства нужны, тебе надо власть. И сообщения теперь не надо слать. Мы высоко были, больше не надо слазь. Ты не устала купаться ли в сладостях? Хотела кольца, но я буду Таносом. Меня спасают одни только снадобья. Все, в чем тебе признавался тогда до предательства, сучка, считай, не считалась. Долго будешь одна, но в итоге будешь одна. Гладь наш горе прям до дна. Ведь истории так сполна, но я так желаю добра. Гуманист. Ой, звонку, ой, отписать, угомонись. Источник старания давно пересох. Не знаешь ведь края ты и берегов. Окрасы меняешь, как хамелеон. И вас зазеркали таких миллион. Но мое сознание пронзает бетон. Эта матрица давит на нашу реальность. Плевать, что я ранен, меня легион.
Таких как ты тут миллион. Бэйби, извини, это не
Бля, почему нельзя указать путь?
кто ты там кричит во мне, забудь про тормоза. Но ё, ты мне не нужна, детка,
Как?
ты мне не нужна.
О, Epic Games. Нихуя не понял.
Вся земля теплом согрета, и по ней я бегу босиком.
Так, найдите папку, где установлена игра.
Let's go. Time to grind, get inside your mind. Yeah, we working overtime. That's the only way to climb. We gon' make it in our prime, signing on the dotted line, cashing checks left and right. That's the way I'm living life. I feel alive when I got a goal in sight. Chip away, I gotta fight. Ain't nobody else in sight. Man, I think I see the light. Yeah, that shit is so bright. Follow me, I got the guide. See you on the other side.
Epic Games.
Ain't nobody know what I've been.
Может просто ее сюда перенести?
Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. No, I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. So get out my way. I'm here to stay. You can try another day. Yeah. 'Cause I
Это попробуем.
taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place. Yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling.
Еще, кстати, ну, не подумайте, что я какой-то любитель пососать хуи или школьник, но я думаю поиграть в Fortnite. Там сейчас вроде как, короче, скины из Атаки Титанов. Прикольно.
When they trying just to rest, and I'm still right at my desk. Make them all feel so pressed, yeah. But that's the test. If you wanna be the best, it ain't easy, it's a mess. If you wanna have success, you keep going like possessed. Drive it deep into your chest. Every failure is a test. Learn the most, leave the rest. Ain't nobody know what I've been through. Ain't nobody know what I can do. I'm ready to go into battle. I'll put on a show, razzle dazzle. I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. No, I'm about to take off. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. So get out my way. I'm here to stay. You can try another day. Yeah. 'Cause I love the taste of winning the race. Gold medal, first place. Yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. Never gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah. Gonna stop till I'm chilling at the top. Yeah.
yeah. I wanna build a life worth living. I wanna be rich cause I wanna be given. I feel the time keeps ticking. I wish I had more but I'll take what's given. I just wanna pop cause I've been working a lot. I think I deserve a shot, I think I deserve a spot. Cause it's been years on this path that I walked. And if I keep going I pray I'll be at the top. When I dream big, yeah I commit. Wanted this life since I was a little kid. Never thought twice, I just did what I did. Worked towards it and now I have an addiction. I've been living life like a dream, like it's fiction. I've been doing things like I have no restrictions. I don't plan to stop, no I don't plan on quitting. Everything I do, yeah I do it with conviction. I will never give up, I will never give in. Everything I do, yeah I do it with conviction. I've been on a mission, I ain't never quitting. Everything I do, yeah I do it with conviction. I believe in free will. I make choices that lead to what I build. I will never give up, I will never give in. Everything I do, yeah I do it with conviction. Give me a minute, I need to test out my limits. Like I've been shining to Guinness. I'm breaking records, I'm finished. I feel like I keep on winning. If I don't stop once a minute, I'm moving forward, I'm mentioned. But this is just the beginning. I've learned a lot of lessons, I've had a lot of blessings. My friends know I'm obsessive, they be chilling, I be stressing. But I don't second guess it, I'm loving every second. I see my life progressing, so I spend time investing. When I dream big, yeah I commit. Wanted this life since I was a little kid. Never thought twice, I just did what I did. Worked towards it and now I have an addiction. I've been living life like a dream, like it's fiction. I've been doing things like I have no restrictions.
Красиво, но я вот не знаю, как это делать.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.
Вот не знаю, можно ли фигню как-то наклонять? Типа вот так вот делать. Радугой, блять, как это объяснить?
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders. Like moving boulders just to get out of the home, it sucks. I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck. Under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me. But let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear. That my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts
ручку. Вот это крутая песня. Но там, к сожалению, есть как бы слова, которые нельзя. Я не буду ее включать. Пиздец. М. Где же линк этот ебучий? Теперь неслось. Идея. И теперь. Не запустим. Все равно не нашел. Оно будет что, устанавливать или что? Ну нет. Потом у меня скачался только этот. Блять. О, а вот. Умрать папку. Да в смысле? Вы что, смеетесь? Блять. Смотрите. Оу е. Получилось. Ророчку пью за вас. Так, ну это, конечно, отлично, но это не отменяет того факта, что надо новую проверку.
Всем привет. Текст.
Я, пожалуй, лучше сделаю вот так вот. Не хочет, да? Бля, он то же самое объясняет. Это тупо. Ладно, может он покажет, что делать, типа, с ним. Плагинс, баф. Здесь select two things. Блядь, что я сделал? Как вернуть назад-то? Ладно. Так, цвет можно мне другой.
Так часто вспоминаю, как же было раньше. Давай присядем.
О, да ладно. Новую песню?
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man.
Любовь.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass half wish. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you. We died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty.
А, блядь. Что происходит? Блин. Оу. Ебать, я гений. Съехал немного. Концентрировалась.
Малышка, прости, не нужны отношения, чтобы опять потерпеть поражение. Сердце, мне не интересны твой интерес, малышка, прости. Не нужны отношения, жму на педали, топлю только на умножение. Тебя найду потом.
Пинкет.
I can hear the drums in the distance. I can feel the fear, the resistance. Everything can change in an instant. You might stay alive if you listen. Your best friend is your instincts, don't think. Trust me, everything can change in a blink. Hearts race, I can feel my heart pounding. Hold our heads up and it's the chant we'll be shouting. This is war, you won't take me.
This is war, you can't break me. It's just me, no saving. I'm the only one who could save me. So stand strong, stand tall, stay up, don't fall. Give it everything you got. No fears, no walls, just fight, no lies. Push yourself to the limits, it's the fight for it all.
Каждую букву типа можно отдельно настроить. Так, а мне нужно заново настроить. Так вроде нормально.
This is war, you won't take me. This is war, you can't break me. It's just me, no saving. I'm the only one who could save me. So stand strong, stand tall, stay up, don't fall. Give it everything you got. No fears, no walls, just fight, no lies. Push yourself.
Да я бы еще сделал более другую. Бля, как-то это криво выглядит. Проще это было бы сделать в пейнте. Хоть половину уже обновил. Тут настройку можно мне? Пойдем.
Out of the fear, here comes the monster waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scared. You'll feel the chill start raising your hairs. It's too late, you're here now. I hope that you're prepared, cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark like a cloud. Electrified by panic, terror and doubt.
Это было, наверное, изначально. Так сделать. Помогаем. Вот, пиздато же. Ну, ничего особенного, понятное дело. Но, в принципе, красиво. какой-то. Как так? А я больше ничего не сделаю. Приподдержка. Больше не стоит. Слишком много. Посмотрим, как качество будет. Блять. Не понял. БНГ 2.8. Хорошо, я сейчас...
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately to go build and create my own dynasty. A new rivalry, it emerges ever so silently. But I got fight in me, so I'll squash anything that's trying me. I'm like, me versus you, I hope that you know what you're getting into. I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out, can't predict my moves. I'll make you irrelevant. I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident, and you know I ain't selling it. I won't stop. I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost.
Я просто взял ебанутейшего разрешения, чтобы сразу четко было. Какого качества. Я не понимаю, а мы не обрезаны?
Round two, I gotta screw loose. I'll work all night if it's what I gotta do. Who needs sleep when the caffeine's brewed? I don't fatigue, I just have to move. I don't work with others, they just slow me down and my progress suffers. It's not you, it's me, but really I just work much better when I'm free. I don't do things for the hell of it, I do things that I do for the benefit. I make moves that'll make me relevant.
Я обрезаю
I've been
моду.
telling them, you just gotta work hard, play hard, punch that race card, move fast, take charge, do that, make hard, move past fake cards, lose that hate card, and never give up when the gun goes, race starts. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot,
Хотим испугаем.
any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross.
Пизда.
I've been looking for a way out. I'm sick of feeling like I'm way down, stuck in the middle of a large crowd. I just gotta fight and climb my way and then break out. Adrenaline in my system, I just wanna be different, I just wanna be winning. I've had this fight since the beginning,
Но
got
всё
a
равно
mind with
обрезается.
no limits, but sometimes I forget it. Look at myself in the mirror, I just wanna see clearer.
change. The world is calling my name. I'm a little afraid, but I need to be brave.
Засоряю компьютер ради вас.
When my head is filled with doubt, I just wanna be fearless.
Она не получается. Ну, 1920 на 1080.
Just gotta count on myself, no help from anyone else. The bullets fly with the shells. I'm gonna start to rebel and build an army to help. The strongest you've ever felt. I feel a change in the winds, the road is shifting again. It's time to go all in. I'm bringing all of my friends, and now we're playing to win. We ride or die to the end. Look at myself in the mirror, I just wanna see clearer. I can feel a little angst, I'm sick of my life, I just wanna make a change. The world is calling my name, I'm a little afraid, but I need to be brave. Cause when my head is filled with doubt, I just wanna be fearless.
Училась, ебать. Да я гений. Я просто ебаный гений. Красиво же, да? О, прикольно. Так. Кончилось палево моего компа. Распаковка игровых ресурсов 91%. Кажется.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Moving silent, feel the violence, the excitement. I know the assignment. I'm taking over. I'm sick of mediocre. I'll be the closer. I got a different motor. I got a mission to win it, some ammunition to get it. Don't need permission to finish. Got an addiction that's gripping. Got some convictions I'm living. Once I'm committed, I'm in it. Got a prediction, I'm winning. They're the pure bloods, I'm the hybrid. The hate change, so they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead. Welcome to the new regime. We do what we want, yeah, we do anything. Took everything to extreme, cause we were suppressed when we had big dreams. Yeah, it's a new machine. All our energy coming from caffeine. No pain, morphine. This our world now, we the kings and queens. They're the pure bloods, I'm the hybrid. The hate change, so they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead.
Опять как Don't Strike Together хочу пойти, забрать, попить. Ничего.
And now the king is dead. You can't stop me, I'm a problem. I can feel my adrenaline calling. Blood pumps as my form starts evolving. Better watch out or I'll put you in a coffin. You can't stop me, I'm a problem.
Что мне не зашла эта жижа? Ну, бруска, тропический коктейль. Хуй знает. Что-то она как будто не чувствуется. Надо контент взять в следующий раз. Обязательно.
Till I collapse, I'll be moving too fast. Got my foot up on the gas, full throttle till I crash. I'm back with a vengeance. You gon' see me end this. I will be ascending. I don't ever slack. I got my eyes on a prize. What I see for my life, I don't float, no I fly. Do or die. Cause you gotta do or die. There ain't no compromise. Get ready for a fight.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you dye the ground with some stray blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it. And this is just the beginning.
Я забыл, что я хотел сделать. О, 2 рубля 20 копеек это тебе вот так я и накопил-то 82 рубля 71 копейки на стриме. Я дома, к сожалению, никак. Вроде там можно как, но я просто не особо хочу с этим разбираться. Все. Кстати, зацените, чехол делал себе. Короче, можно камеру защитить. Такая вот здесь подставочка. Прикольно, удобно. Ну и надеюсь, конечно же, телефон не защитит. Я не знаю. Вот эти рамочки бы побольше, на самом деле. Ну, чтобы они получше упирали, чтобы вообще таким образом. Это нужно, наверное, на каком-то стеклянном столе смотреть. Касается ли экран. По сути, не должен, наверное. — 38% проверки рисунка.
Out of the fear, here comes the monster waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scared. You'll feel the chill start raising your hairs.
It's too late, you're here now. I hope that you're prepared, cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark like a cloud. Electrified by panic, terror and doubt. Don't cross me or you'll learn quick the hard way that I'm not one to mess with. I got a mind and that mind's full of mean tricks. I'll plant a seed in your red where the fear will stick.
And I'll haunt your nightmares. Little did you know that I like fear. When you turn, I'll
Предлагаю пока залететь в одну игрульку неплохую. Но она не то чтобы прям очень какая-то крутая. Она интересная, к сожалению, только вот в самом начале. Но прикольно, мне нравится. Я захожу в неё. Delta Singularity называется. Вот. Это новый Геншин, блядь, встречайте. И тут, короче, можно... Ну, заключается игра в том, что, типа, ты... Ну, это кликер, по сути. Тут вот эволюция происходит и так далее. Всякие есть животные разные. Вот цивилизация, там такая часть каменные, халиф, бронзовый, вот и так далее. Тут до марсианского города. Прикольно, типа, мне доходит. Я так, вот интересно именно с самого начала. А потом ты чисто заходишь для того, чтобы забрать ежедневные эти. И тебе прилетают. Вот такие еще есть бонусы. Ну, бонусные уровни. С них можно, короче, получать вот такие логит консоли. С помощью их покупать тут всякие скины или вот новых животных. Прикольно. I'll make you irrelevant. I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident, and you know I ain't selling it. Если вы хотите добить свою мышку полумертвую, то со мной мне бы как раз неплохо было бы это сделать. Еще есть супер клики. Супер клики. Поэтому мне не могу прощать. Round two, I gotta screw loose. I'll work all night if it's what I gotta do. Who needs sleep when the caffeine's brewed? I don't fatigue, I just have to move. Типа платная валюта, но по сути ее можно и просто получить. It's not you, it's me, but really I just work much better when I'm free. I don't do things for the hell of it, I do things that I do for the benefit. I make moves that'll make me relevant. I've been telling them, you just gotta work hard, play hard, punch that race card, move fast, take charge, do that, make art, move past fake cards, lose that hate card, and never give up when the gun goes, race starts. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. Разные есть уровни, вот по типу наизусть долины, то есть у динозавров. Да, друг. Это уже немного по-другому устроено. Задание есть. И когда действие выполняешь, или сколько то начинается вымирание, ты переходишь на новый уровень. Прикольно.
I've had this fight since the beginning. Got a mind with no limits, but sometimes I forget it. Look at myself in the mirror. I just wanna see clearer. I could feel a little angst. I'm sick of my life. I just wanna make a change. The world is calling my name. I'm a little afraid, but I need to be brave. Cause when my head is filled with doubt, I just wanna be fearless.
За счет этого быстрее можно проходить, ну, до того этапа, в котором ты был.
Gotta count on myself, no help from anyone else. The bullets fly with the shells. I'm gonna start to rebel and build an army to help. The strongest you've ever felt. I feel a change in the wind. The roar is shifting again. It's time to go all in. I'm bringing all of my friends, and now we're playing to win. We ride or die to the end. Look at myself in the mirror. I just wanna see clearer. I could feel a little angst. I'm sick of my life. I just wanna make a change. The world is calling my name. I'm a little afraid, but I need to be brave. Cause when my head is filled with doubt, I just wanna be fearless.
За пределами можно, короче, паки открывать. Там будут выпадать как раз и куски для прокачки, и валюта для прокачки. Отлично. Тут
Let's go.
делаем.
Moving silent, feel the violence, the excitement, I know the assignment. I'm taking over, I'm sick of mediocre. I'll be the closer, I got a different motor. I got a mission to win and some ammunition to get it. Don't need permission to finish, got an addiction that's gripping. Got some convictions I'm living, once I'm committed, I'm in it. Got a prediction, I'm winning. They're the pure bloods, I'm the hybrid. The hate change, so they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead. And now the king is dead. Welcome to the new regime. We do what we want, yeah, we do anything. Took everything to extreme, cause we were suppressed when we had big dreams. Yeah, it's a new machine. All our energy coming from caffeine. No pain, morphine. This our world now, we the kings and queens. They're the pure bloods, I'm the hybrid. The hate change, so they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end.
Так, ебать, целый час уже. Это нихуя. Не зашел даже в Геншин. Жесть. заходим. Вез. Блин, я вот не совсем понимаю. За счет этого быстрее можно проходить. Ну, до того этапа, в котором ты был уже. Ой, тише стал, блядь, я не понимаю. Делаем вот так вот. День тоже. Так. Я, наверное, буду совсем гондоном. Пойду поесть надолго. Так что увидимся. Опа, я вернулся. Аня, привет. Надеюсь, ты еще здесь. Я, наверное, все-таки. Я просто покушать отходил. Сейчас я здесь, так что всё нормально. Ты осталась. Охуеть. Так, Нахида, значит, и него. А разве они должны были быть? Ясно. Есть ли смысл вообще Нахиду крутить? Да мне так и так не выпадет, скорее всего, Лего. Ну, точнее, мне стандартная, скорее всего, выпадет. Поэтому крутить так и так надо. Бля, да сколько можно каждый раз это показывать? Зачем? Вот у меня память каждый месяц обнуляется. Как раз персов попробую. Да я не в курсе даже, что они из себя представляют. Не, ну, кстати, прикольно, у них такие атаки красивые. Это как будто мало хп сносит. Я не решил, когда из больницы выпишу, будет опять играть в CSGO. Я попросил за его деньги кейс пооткрывать. Блядь. Гениально. Я бы тоже в КС поиграл, но мне кажется, что это все-таки будет ближе к тому моменту, когда вторая часть выйдет. К сожалению, ЗБТшку мне не дали, как я помню. Хотя я, блядь, ну, типа 1000 часов наиграл, и при всем этом у меня уже больше 5 лет она. Я не знаю, что там нужно делать, чтобы ее дали. Наверное, вообще каким-то. Кстати, она прям мало сносит. Ладно. Ой. Прикольно. Вот это, кстати, более реалистично, чем та же самая Кли, допустим. Чтобы такая маленькая девочка поднимала такой меч огромный. Кто его знает. Ей нужно качаться, как ёбнутый. А вот тут такой слаймик или кто это?
You're in for a little shock.
О, понял. Это Анкутак, здорово. Привет. Почему все приходят только на Геншин, блядь? Я не понял. Че за беспредел? Я вот поэтому и перестал его стримить. Ну, еще потому, что он меня заебал. Но я просто не хочу, чтобы все только на Геншин приходили. Я не Геншин фаг. Не Геншин фаг. Не... Блять, кто? Геншин фил. Я просто играю в пиздатые игры, и Геншин одна из них. Бля, где салфетку взять? О. Ну, если нового мы знаем, это понятно. Кстати, ребят, подскажите, пожалуйста, как звук? Потому что почему-то у меня в какой-то момент голос стал тише. Хотя, ну так не должно было быть, я ничего не менял. Нет. Вот по сравнению с игрой, как вообще? Или игру погромче сделать, или как? Кажется, если я и буду кого-то крутить, так это на хиду там. Это я бы, конечно, лучше оставил бы прямогема на... Как его зовут-то? Байджу. Ладно, я сам проверю. Ладно, я сам проверю. Мгм. Наверное, стоило бы чуть-чуть погромче сделать. Нельзя. А сейчас это пройдем, я сделаю. Это вот очень круто сделано. Еще такая огромная просто, ну, задействовано, блять, огромное место.
Come a little closer.
Это круто.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. Yeah. Grow, grow, grow.
Гайс на хилы 8 годиков дадут. Да-да. ТР3 3 ап. Здорово. Надеюсь, правильно никнейм прочитал. Так. Оу, 6 токов. Да. Сделаем на двоечку.
Paimon coming in. Paimon coming in. Is this level okay?
Для меня, наверное, громковато это будет. Хотя у Дэры есть ник и попал. А, да? Сори, я, видимо, от тебя. Давно, наверное, виделись. А, вот. О, тёлка. Тёлки у меня зачастили прям. Я покажу в истории. Иона и церемониальный меч. А сейчас еще и новую. Жестко. Легу я, конечно же, не заслужил, поэтому. Дай бог мне нахида выпадет, блядь. Вообще был бы фейл года. Синий опять. ГГ. Да ладно, у меня разве ее не было?
If you haven't mastered the
Точка. Так, а сколько чего? Нет. Вот так. Ой, байджу. Ждем байджу. Не, ну новых 2 персонажа сразу добавлять в одну эту. Как это называется-то? Ну, 2 молитвы и 2 новых. Это вообще нечестно, я считаю. Потому что если мне хотелось бы обоих выбить, а это сложно, free-to-play. Да. Вот ты нас играешь, потому что я пират. Блять, убираться. Вау. И орхидеи поменяли картину. Это у меня что за... Так, а вот... Нет, это такая была. У первой орхидеи как будто другая была картина. Или может, я не замечал. Так, побежали.
Take it easy.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man. I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing. I just do what I was destined.
В смысле?
I feel I got the blessing. Persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing. I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Quietly now.
You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back.
Here comes the fire.
No fear, say it, deserve to be great. I know it feels like you get it away. Push through those walls.
Time to go.
Охуеть. Вообще не пошел в него.
That's how I move on. That's how I stay strong. A new day's on. I'll keep moving right along. I feel like the pain in the past. It needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the patient lasts. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect.
I'm changing who
По собаке типа боится.
I'm making a new plan,
Зы,
rearranging
ты чё?
my life, and
О, герой, спаси меня, не прогони этого пса.
you can't stop
Ты ему нравишься. А он здесь, он хочет меня съесть. Смотри, что Нину отгрыз. Где? Ты гонишь. Вот ты. Я разгуливал тут. От города до сюда разгуливал. Он прогони эту собаку, о нет. Давайте погладим ее. Что ты нахуй? Хуйцы. Почему можно собак бояться? Они ж такие лапочки. Ну, на крайняк, типа, если прям, ну, реально жестко агрессивная собака, тебя кусает и так далее, то можно или попросить, чтобы она так не делала. Бля, серьезно, когда это работает. Вот. Ну, просто спокойно, реально, спокойным тоном, ничего не кричать, потому что они, ну, как агрессию это воспринимают. Потише сделаю. Или перцовкой залить, тоже вариант. Берите на заметку. Я все-таки хочу проверить звук, блять, никто мне не говорит. Хочу плакать. Кто не говорит, хорошо звук или нет?
Trying me, but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society. So I let them speak quietly, while my actions speak wider. See, they be hiding in privacy with the screen. Oh, the irony to hate someone who's trying to be whatever they would like to be. We all feel the anxiety. We make our own rivalries. Yo, so where is all the positivity? I feel like we all just hate on everything. It's killing me. Thoughts build quick, causing different possibilities. Negative thoughts will cause different disabilities. So do better. Work hard under pressure. If you got no time, work smarter than ever. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't never say never, and turn your mind into the truest of go-getters.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't
Ладно, музыка громкая, окей. Я сделал потише. На 10 просто. На 10 просто. На 10 просто.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight.
I'm tired of shit and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid.
Нормально, нормально.
I need a change in my life cause I don't
Качает.
feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Nothing that makes me happy. Haters be trying me but they hate from inside. You see, hate themselves in society so.
На 10 просто. На 10 просто.
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, one client, two clients, three clients.
Coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid.
Нормально, нормально.
I need a change in my life cause I don't
Качает.
feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Nothing that makes me happy.
Я, короче, себя тоже сделал погромче. Эх, блядь, как же все это сложно. Я не понимаю, почему даже было нормально и почему-то у меня как-то меньшилось.
Bathe in moonlight.
Может, гейм нужно еще выключить?
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Прикол. Извините, поставил.
Toodaloo.
Эх, блядь, как же все это сложно. Я не понимаю, почему даже было нормально и почему-то у меня как-то меньшилось.
Bathe in moonlight.
Может, гейм нужно еще выключить?
One client, two clients, three clients.
Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Прикол. Это вообще залупа полнейшая со звуком стало. Извините, поставил. А почему? Я не понял. Тут все включено.
Toodaloo.
Настройки аудио. Ну. И чё? За дичь?
Silly churl, Billy churl.
What the fuck, motherfuck?
Billy, hilly churl. Woo.
Ой. Сейчас, походу, все обратно вернулось. Чё, блядь? Это как?
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when the moon's out, bathe in moonlight. Toodaloo.
Бля, настолько маленькая задержка, что я не могу понять. Я не понимаю, почему. What the fuck, motherfuck? Я оглох нахуй. Так. Раз.
Wanna come over for tea?
Раз. Вот так вроде четко. Очень-очень четко, чуть-четко. Очень-очень четко, чуть-четко. Да, охуенчик. Бля, порой мне кажется, что я гений. Хотя, наверное, все-таки не кажется. Почему-то что-то сбилось, и, короче, звук был не то чтобы... Ну да, он был, во-первых, тихим, а во-вторых, он скакал туда-сюда. А сейчас он плюс-минус держится на одном уровне. И это из-за ебумикс, я считаю. Так еще сделать. И вот теперь можно гейна немного убрать. Тихо. О, меня слышно. Бля, ладно, оставим так. Если кто-то будет гнать на меня, то я исправлю. С кайфом. Я все, получается, ежедневки выполнил. Если что, лимитер в любом случае стоит, поэтому сильно не оглохните. Итак, что выполнить? Введение в кабинетную археологию. Охуеть. На карте что-то новое появилось, или как? Вот это, видимо. Или это было? Бля, попробуй угадай. Вот это, наверное, появилось. Я сюда. А чё не я туда? Я понимаю, что его Ясуда зовут, но, конечно, имя такое прикольное.
Gliding be faster? It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, we've definitely made some progress. us on our journey. So, where should we go today? Huh? What's up?
Ебать.
Hey, what the heck was that for?
Да ладно, сразу же пизделовка.
Doesn't wanna talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little. Time to go.
Пизда, я не попал.
Teamwork is strength. Gotcha. These are about to get dicey. No.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for some...
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Ну, Казуху ищет.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Он сказал, я теряю свое время, блять, а это не перевели.
What is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
Пайман такая милая, когда злится. Ну так у многих девушек как бы есть такая тема. Хотя можно ли Пайман девушкой назвать? Интересный вопрос. Ну, вы поняли.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha. Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to what? Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's...
Погнали. А остров Рита нам надо. Чао. Чао, какао, нах.
Hello? Do you know where
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all. Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor... If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense.
Я нихуя не понял.
In that case, his newfound stardom is well
Я,
deserved.
видимо, не так хорошо знаю лор Геншина. Ну ладно. Да, сейчас, секунду.
he was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable. Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off.
Take it easy.
Мне, кстати, вот интересна такая тема по поводу Твича. Я же просто почему марафон-то начал? Там... Так, блять. Подробности. Потому что там всякие плюшки для стримеров.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
И где мне это посмотреть? Дропс. Для War Thunder даже есть дропс. Дропсы, нихуя себе. Нет, для какой-то мобильной темы War Thunder. Такой даже не знаю.
Good roll.
Окей, а по поводу вот участия как раз в этой...
Knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Это не то, я тогда попробую вот отсюда это сделать. Так, это не то. Это завтра, получается, начнется. Отлично. А вот Ганью и с кем будет-то, ёпта? Они, я надеюсь, не будут вдвоем сразу. А, так он же 4-звездочный. Ну, значит, видимо, Ганью будет с Байджу. И вот 4-звездочного запихнут. Вряд ли туда же. Наверное, на следующий баннер все-таки. Мне так кажется. Новое подземелье. Новое оружие. Новые артефакты. Новые рецепты. Лап, это понятно. Вопрос. Погнали, ответим. А, я уже проходил. Ну и ладно, ну и не надо. А как основные моменты версии? Я не укупаю. Во.
I got a new letter from an informant.
Зарегистрироваться, блядь. Это так написано. Пиздец. Сейчас покажу. Зарегистрироваться. Блядь. Господи. В истории, что ли, поискать? У меня же была эта вкладка открыта.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Бля, я ее давно открывал. Кажется, нашел. ОУЕ. Ход. Помощью ID. Европа. Я там уже зареган вообще-то. Я просто хочу посмотреть, как мне отслеживать свой прогресс, так сказать. Восемь шесть 47. И чё, и все? Как узнать, молодец ли я или нет? Никак, видимо. Окей.
Oh? It's you. Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree.
Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, the Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing the Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
Ебать. Круто. Мне закинули, короче, трек-лист, что было у Фары, какие песни играли на московском концерте. Я-то на питерский иду, поэтому, скорее всего, будет ебать как круто.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional, but there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kami-san. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui, attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was not—
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun, and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not—
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only— With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls, yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood.
I sense some hesitation in your work. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was enough—
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, also that Kaidahara caused—
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a—
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable—
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation—
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No, this puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fair. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy?
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter, and I will first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked him. Then give...
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Погнали, отпиздим его.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what
Блин, я вроде немного поиграл, меня уже заебало, если честно. Может, потому что я сегодня еще 2 видео записал. Часовых. Не знаю. Я какой-то убитый. Я убитый, бича, убитый. Еще, кстати, проблема в том, что... Ну, типа, из-за того, что я буду много в Геншин играть, наверное, он меня еще больше заебет, и я вообще полностью перехочу в него играть когда-либо. Опять на пару месяцев сделаю перерыв, наверное. Хуй его знает.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of... To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Songo would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't... But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this...
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks? Or the Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from...
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would...
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
Это минимум. Вот так вот. У меня ебальник светится, как новогодняя елка. Хотя особо сильно ничего не поменялось. Так вроде нормально.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because, for the poor victim, this would be a complete...
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told?
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try... Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't... Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma! Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the...
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries.
Sounds good. All the best with your
Okay. Unrelenting patience and the willpower to move mountains.
Вот.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
Huh? You 2 know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep... After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects. Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has a... As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out. And as for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called...
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times...
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by... But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the 10. He didn't say a word before he left,
Спать хочу.
which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it. But I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now...
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about...
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, He gave me I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no he's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly...
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before. Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good... But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato.
Так. Пизда, меня просто вырубает. Ну, понятно, что я сегодня мало поспал, но все же как-то странно. Ого, сундук. Нихуя. Сейчас отметим. Угу. Метить.
Easy money.
Изи мани. Факт.
Brace yourself.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find...
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask...
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
Я вот думаю, может, стоит наконец-таки вебку немного повыше поставить? Вот так, допустим. Вроде нормально.
He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him,
Зато все видно,
I
как
was
бы.
happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
А зачем он их покупал?
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Какой-то странный коллекционер. Обычно коллекционировать начинают или, ну, если денег особо как бы нету, то что-то, в принципе, не особо дорогое. Но, как считает человек, довольно интересное, ценное, красивое, можно так сказать. А я, допустим, вот коллекционировал банки из-под энергетиков. Была такая тема. Возможно, это какая-то ёбнутая отчасти тема, но прикольно, типа, знать, что вот такой ты пробовал, и такой ты пробовал, и такой ты пробовал. И, в принципе, они красиво сделаны. Вот, потом, правда, бабушка их выкинула, блядь. Но это уже другая история. Но, короче, а если ты не богатый, то зачем, блядь, влезать в долги, чтобы коллекционировать? Неужели не лучше сначала начать бабки зарабатывать, потом коллекционировать? Или если, ну, тебе хочется что-то коллекционировать, тогда что-то недорогое. Или наоборот, ну, как бы эти деньги потратить на что-то для того, чтобы было больше денег, больше зарабатывать ты мог. Блядь, той же самой торговлей заняться. И, соответственно, можно было бы тогда уже коллекционировать более дорогие вещи. Блядь, непонятно. Зачем так делать?
I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and...
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink.
Тоже не совсем выкупает его прикол, зачем угрожать? Ну, типа, нужно было просто сказать, что вот так-то, так-то, мне это не нравится. И, ну, я как бы начинаю сомневаться в своем выборе, не знаю, что-нибудь такое. И там уже его дело. Если как бы ему похуй на тебя, то он уже продолжит как бы своей хуйней заниматься. Как еще сказать? Если он не считается с твоим мнением, и ему безразлично, что тебе что-то не нравится, тогда шли его нахуй молча. Все. Один раз сказала, там предупредила. Ну, 2-3 раза окей. Ну и все. И пока. Вот эти угрозы, ультиматумы, ну это слишком, я считаю. То есть тут это уже больше похоже на... Ну, как будто она себя хочет почувствовать какой-то крутой и так далее.
After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
В ахуе просто был. Ну, молодец. Типа... решился на такой поступок, так сказать.
His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Очень важно знать чувство меры.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if the next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
Блять, ее бант это просто текстура. ГГ. Почему не могли сделать, как у путешественника, вот такую же тему?
I see. I understand.
Я вижу, я понимаю. Вот так. Круто, спасибо.
Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so...
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the Perhaps he's too afraid to come home, now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family.
Это
And I
правильно.
want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically, but the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would... This
A little confusing. More like completely...
Let's try a change of scenery and see if... Rest assured, we'll notify you if we...
Thank you so much. I just want him to come.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two and the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation... Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paima was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and... Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. What started as a disagreement... However, in this case, only one of the parties would have started the fire. That would make the other party innocent, if this is indeed what happened, and the innocent man hasn't come forward.
Ну, видимо, похищение, хули.
They may have already... One fact that I keep coming back to is that Ame no Mayuya is polite and well-mannered. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire.
Возможно, кто-то третий был, кто как раз и устроил пожар. Их обоих прикарманил. Обои.
The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there? Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other detail. Ame no Mayuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing technique.
Darn! We thought thought we could get two birds with one stone here.
Let's keep going. Since we've come this far, if we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able.
Okay, but where should we go?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's.
Let's go. Блять, что я сделал? Что я сделал? Я сейчас утону нахуй. Я не хочу утонуть. О, отлично.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Чё?
Oh, this must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear.
За на месте.
As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the... Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Ладно.
So it's an underground...
The force is definitely coming from down. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place. Judging from the concentration...
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy. From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters.
Может, кстати, это и развело у него тягу к коллекционерству.
But most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became...
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth.
Что опасного?
You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk...
Что опасного, если когда у тебя глаз бога, вроде как Татаригами же не действует, насколько я помню.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
Да ладно, а ты думал, после пожара там все нормально будет? Как раньше?
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
Она сказала Бугимен.
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place.
Блять, сейчас.
Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. If nothing else, quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you.
О, нифига себе.
From this point, the trail appears to split in. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion, quite possible.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
Заразились,
Something
видимо.
seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Gotcha.
It's,
Ugh! Look at this red stuff.
by the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. Well, let's. According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here.
So,
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point. They've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for. Yes. Right now, if Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then
right. So let's get moving.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, felt for a practitioner of the martial arts. The easiest desire to inflame with all the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explain.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases.
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. He seems to have stayed here for a long.
Why here? Is there anything?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that. Show yourself!
Опа. А вот и этот самурай.
Kaidehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So wait, what's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya, but what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off its Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean...
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting, or rather, as a means to occupy Amenoma.
You're sharper than I thought. You've all... Many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy, in me as a descendant of the Kaidehara clan. You should be...
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's
Можно мне этот клинок?
wisdom. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world.
become conscious?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blur. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve
Да, кто
my
бы
mission.
говорил.
When they got tired or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you. And by Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me!
Да.
Rewrite history!
Busted. Wind strider.
Rewrite history!
Game's up. Time's over.
Submit to me! Rewrite history!
Изи.
Do not stand in my way, or I will
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've
lost. I can never lose. It is this body that is. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is by any means necessary and any medium of.
Your fighting style. It is indeed, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance.
Really? You can tell all
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, its move. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely in that regard. Why would I ever?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade, now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an.
And what?
Well, that brings me to my second point. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand, and I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker? Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to how could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly.
And you should face reality.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection. is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaidahara clan.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state.
What? Surely you're not planning.
Very well.
Что
Then
такого?
find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. Once we have dealt with them,
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose,
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
this is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do, the cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitant. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it.
But
Even if things take a turn for the worse, we have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risk.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wished now.
Возьми меня.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first, but it's all right. So far, this was as I will.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, if he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base. It's been
All right.
What about
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty okay, fine. Just be careful.
О, давайте на этом закончим, блядь. Я уже заебался максимально. Спасибо, кто пришел, ребята. Увидимся еще обязательно. Скорее всего, завтра. Пока-пока.